Well, to me, Bergey's, is good. I just think he's a great player with and without the puck, and their line all has 30 goals, and yet they play without it too. So to me, that's a huge factor in any series. They're good players. They're good.
How much do you think, Michael, you played in the development of both Bergeron and Marchand, players that you put in real significant places that at the time weren't necessarily thought of that way?
Well, I don't think I did. I think opportunity helps you get better and earn confidence. And what I mean by that, when you get to play on the Olympic team, and you get to be around the best players and you decide you're a pretty good player, you get to play on the World Cup team and you're around the best players and you decide you're a pretty good player, I think that's huge for confidence. The other thing you do is Robin do, you go in there and you see who does what better than you, and you take some of the other things and you learn. So I think the opportunity you gain in those events help you make yourself a way better player, but it only happens if you have the drivetrain and the initiative to get after it and to continue to get better.
How much different is it for guys like Austin and Mitch and Willie and those guys going in this year knowing what to expect a little bit more than, say, last year?
Well, I think it's everybody, and saying all that too is you got to do it. You got to do it. The other thing about it is you want to be considered a good player. You got to do it at this time of year. You want to be a winner. That's what the good players are. They're winners. They find a way to win. So you got to do it when it matters. It matters now. And so to me, that's how you separate yourself from the group. If you want to be, you look at Crosby's resume, you look at Jonathan Taves' resume, it's loaded with winning. And when you become a serial winner, you get a ton of respect. But that's playoff time.
Like last year, your team was considered an underdog against Washington. Is it fair to call this team an underdog this year against Boston?
Well, I think they got more points than us, so we're the underdog. And saying all that, they believe they're going to win. We believe we're going to win. And that doesn't mean we think it's going to be easy. We don't believe that at all. But we think we got enough in the room, and that we have to find a way. The other thing I'd say to you is that the spring is real short for most teams, and we don't want to be short. We're having fun. So if we want to keep playing and hanging out together, we got to dig in.
Mike, from where you sit in these big games, how big is a psychological strain on a goaltender in particular? That's really tough.
Well, I think that's huge. I think confidence and belief, I think that's what he was asking about, is how do you build yourself into someone that that you don't hope. Once you know, it happens more and more often because you just believe when things go bad, you shake it off. When you don't know, when things go bad, you start to question. And so that's the biggest thing. And winning leads to winning. When you've done it, you believe you can do it again. And so that's the challenge for all of us in this one.
It's always amazed me about the great playoff players is that other teams game planning for them and they're putting stuff up against them, and there's Bossy and Project doing what they did, and now Sid doing what he does, and we saw Taves and Kane doing it. What makes those guys able to get past that kind of game planning?
Well, it's called will. It's called determination. They're not going away. They're just going to stick with it, and they know that most shifts in the game are 50-50. In other words, nothing happens. But there's going to be one shift where they get their opportunity and they're going to make you pay. And they do that with determination, drivetrain, with stick-to-itiveness. And they're just waiting to wear you out. The other thing about it is that the best of the best, they've worked harder, they've trained harder, they're in better shape, they're mentally stronger, so they're going to make less mistakes, and in the end, they get you.
Can you speak just a little bit about the playoff experience you had with Hainsey and Marlowe this year?
Well, I think, obviously, Haynes won the Cup. Haynes is a real good partner for Morgan Riley, but he's a real good leader of our back end. And he's a guy who's a common influence back there. He can help out in many ways that a coach can't, and he's doing that. And I'd say the same with Patrick Marleau. He's just been around, and Patty's just like these guys. Patty's been on those Olympic teams. He's been in that winning atmosphere. He saw what guys have to do to win and be successful, and yet he doesn't have his cup yet. He wants one.
Coach, concerning Marleau, what people don't see, what has he done in terms of, we know like he's brought some of the young guys to his home and stuff like that. How important is that, the stuff that people don't see away from the rink?
Well, I mean, obviously, you know, I was sitting with somebody last night watching the game, and they were asking me that exactly, and I just said, to me, when they see it modeled every day, they know there's no room for slippage. When you see a great players at a great career doing it right all the time, you know you can't cheat, and you feel guilty when you do. And when you're around those kind of players, there's no room for slippage, and we don't want slippage, and we want our guys doing it right, and guys like Patty set the standard high.